So today I'm going to be discussing about something. So I look at today's society. We still have younger folks saying this generation is the worst and more to come. And the past couple days I've been kind of like looking at a little bit of social media lately. I remember seeing this one post. Uh it showed where this boy was like on a farm with his family and how his family into the city and they gained weight. So them gaining weight caused one of the family members lose a leg. And the son saw this. He was walking by, he saw this poster that showed results of what can cause it. Laziness, overeating, all kinds of things. So he took his family to a doctor and they changed their lifestyle. They began to eat healthy and all that stuff. So today's main key is his family. I mean, I look at, um, I wonder if this show, oh, so this is like the age. So as you can see, this is like the 25, 35, and it just goes down a little bit more. It just shows that sure, I'm touching some, not touching, but like reaching some younger age group, but I'm not reaching enough. But I'm reaching more of the adults that are out of college that actually have jobs and whatnot. Now, if I look at lifetime, this is what the results are. Oh, so we got 13, 17, 18 to 24, 25 to 34, and it just goes on. Now I'm reaching more towards 25-year-olds by 25%. But it doesn't stop there. So males, I have viewing in 28 days, 71%. Fe oh wait, female. YouTube has it classified as female. Okay, female. There's no, okay. So if I push through lifetime, 79%. So with it being 25 to 34 age group, I'm looking more at the husband, wives, the father and mother figures. So the other day I took a picture of the CMI result because I gained 16 pounds. And I wasn't happy with it because I was gaining weight and I was looking more of a football player than a cross country runner. So it kind of just been on my mind how today's society is either you just go to a gym or you just gain weight. It's just that two choices. But then I look deeper into it and I see that really the morals and beliefs are really down. I mean, recently we had an outbreak for Christians, and I love that. I love that very much. It meant a lot, I'll be honest. But then it stopped. So just recently, two guys, I was at college playing pool. They was talking about being laid and all that fun stuff, and they looked at me and said, "Have you ever got laid yet?" And I said, "No, I am waiting." And they invited me to a football game that happened Saturday at tailgate. And I said, no, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in those ways. Because I know what the damage it causes, and I didn't bring it out. So the girl I'm seeing right now. So pretty much her friend actually was there. He texted her friend and he explained saying, oh wait, let me see if I can quote the text right now. I read word by word actually. I'm not going to say any names or anything like that. One sec. Okay. So a couple of guys are pressing your man about him letting her have her way with him, and he's defending himself amazing. It's a little hard to go into detail over text, but he handled it like a good Christian man. That alone means a lot to me because I want to be seen as a Christian, not as what some teenager that or a young adult that the elders looks down upon. Like my morals and beliefs are there. I trust in God in everything I do. I'm not afraid to admit that, nor am I afraid if I became the most hated man on earth. As long as I know God is there with me, I have nothing to fear. He kept me alive through times when I shouldn't be alive. But that's why I'm discussing this now because I want the parents to teach their children the proper ways. I don't want to see America being the most obese place on earth. I don't want to see America being this, what, a pot mix. No, I want to see America as great again. I want to see America grow strong again. I want to see families become strong again. I don't want to see people like Saturday I was having brunch with a teammate of mine. So we were just talking normally, and yet we looked over and we saw two people sitting there, phones in their hands, and it bothered me because right there they could be talking about anything, but they chose just to sit on their phones. I mean, there's iPad kids, I understand that, but as parents, you should be wanting them to explore more, like become more friends with people, not into bad ways, but in good ways. And I'll be honest, I was going to do the whole estrogen and testosterone thing, but I realized it's no longer important. I realized the family is more important, the foundation of the family, because the child is going to follow their parents' instincts, because the child will see them as strong, weak, or to manipulate them or to use them. I mean, the dad is the strong one. He's the one that protects. He's the one that does everything. The mother's the supportive one. I mean, even in old times, the mother would stay home and raise the family while the father would go out and hunt or work or anything like that. It was just provide for the family. Now, am I saying so it has to go back to that way? No. I'm saying that when those were the days, the family was real close. The family was not separated. It was not weak. It was a strong bond. The family worked hard together. And it reminds me of my childhood. Like, I remember one day watching YouTube with my brother. I think I was like 6 at the time. He was 5, maybe 4, 3. I don't know. He was a little bit older, like to understand stuff. But I remember this time one day, it's like, I'm becoming a YouTuber. I'm not sure in what way or how, but I'm going to make it. So 2024 December, I had 70 subscribers on the podcast. Right now, we're at 1,787 subscribers. I mean, it's grown a lot. I'll be honest with you, I'm happy. It just, in a way, everything feels like a dream because who would thought I'd be there at this level? Like, if someone had told me this when I was young, I thought they were crazy. I wouldn't believe them, I'll be honest. But to see how I did this on my own, it kind of upsets me a little bit because Sure, I had like that, you can do it, you can set your mind to things and whatnot, but a part of me feels empty about it. I mean, I had Isaac with me for a little bit, then he just kind of just cut back from the scenes. Then I try to get guests on, they don't want to get on. But I enjoy this because I get to discuss what I want to discuss. And the more important thing is to bring back belief in Christianity. Fathers and mothers, if you look at yourselves in the mirrors and see that weight, then you look at your children as they gain that weight. Are you going to feel happy or sustained? No, you're not. You're going to feel like you're failing them. You need to change your habits now before it becomes too late. I mean, I think it was yesterday, I saw two different people. So I saw a mother and her son. The son was skinny, the mother was skinny. Then I saw another mother and a son. The mother was fat, the son was fat. And it hit me that the son is going to copy the mother. The son is going to copy the father. So it's not going to be a good outcome. Like, sure, he might become, like, it just hits him all of a sudden and he becomes healthy again. But you need to sustain that now while they're still young. Teach them the rights and wrongs. Don't just put them in front of a screen and just let the screen deal with them. No, you need to be there for them, watch them grow. I mean, there's an investment. Some families they don't get to have that chance to have a child. Children are born with drugs in the system, and their bodies are crying out for it. And it's sad to say that. It truly is. I mean, I'm addicted to caffeine, and I cut out caffeine yesterday. I'm telling you, my body cries for it. I miss the taste of coffee already, and tea, and energy drinks. But just recently, I just drank 7 Monsters all at once, and sure, it made me really calm, but I know it's going to affect me in the long run, so I need to stop. And the best way for me to stop right now is to do it now. And so later, whenever I'm actually needed by medical reasons, it's just if you can find the points of problems now, like you see your child going down the wrong path, maybe take them to church would help them to begin this sort of structure of, okay, I see a problem here, but could I make the change now where the problem would not happen? I mean, we look at today's society, like people are really hating people. People feel entitled. People feel everything that they do feels like it needs to be seen to light. Sometimes it just needs to be put on a back burner and work on. I mean, sure, it's good to have praise and stuff like that there and there, but it's not needed daily. I mean, I post on Snapchat the mornings I wake up at, and I really don't get on Snapchat now. But I look at look at my Instagram now. So I'm a personal and I'm a business. My business is mainly testosterone. Like it shows motivation, it shows guys lifting, it shows combat, everything. Then whenever I look at my personal, it's just memes. And I look at that, I'm like, okay, I have two choices. I can be happy and give in to life because, in other words, hell is going to look like heaven. It's going to make that comfortable feeling. It's going to make you feel like you don't need to really do much. Well, heaven's going to feel like hell because you're going to change everything you're doing to become better. And let's be honest, in the Bible, it says your body is a temple. Your body is the temple. The young man will see visions, while the old man will dream dreams. And I'm only 20, about to be 21 in what? So about 7 months from now? No, 8 months from now. And it hits me that pretty much next year I'll be able to drink legally. I don't even drink it now, and I don't even crave that. I don't even want to even have that in my system. And that's just me because it affects a lot. It affects your seeing, it affects your thinking. I mean, alcohol kills the brain cells. It affects the testosterone because alcohol has estrogen in it. And it's just, alcohol's not good. It ruins a lot. I mean, there's drunk drivers and accidents happens and it just ruins a lot. But why did the child go towards drinking? Maybe because of the family, or maybe there's curiosity. I mean, parents are the foundation, okay? Parents should be the one that's leading them, not the children leading the family. Now a child can have good thoughts and it can be brought into action. I mean, I live with my grandparents. They bestowed in me hard work, Christianity, and to be honest, and each day I wake up at 4 o'clock, walk my dog for an hour, then lift, then make my protein shake, then work on my Bible, and head to college. Then I practice. Like, this is daily, and I enjoy it because, sure, it might look boring to other people, but this is a lifestyle I'm comfortable with because it's not an easy lifestyle. I mean, people wants to hang out, people wants to get laid and whatnot. I mean, I'm not for that. I rather work hard for everything I do. And like I want that bestowed in parents. Like I want them to see that their children needs to not follow any path of society now because it's not gonna be a pretty place when they grow up and they have their children. I mean, you gotta make those changes now for them. The younger generation is gonna need it, and I am trying my best to reach each one. If I can get someone to open up their eyes, guess what? I'm succeeding. But I want God to succeed more than me. As I said, I don't care if I'm the most hated guy on earth. As long as I can see people changing their lifestyles now, becoming more family based, becoming more Christian based, guess what? I'm succeeding in life because God's succeeding in life. I'm not going to suffer whenever I feel like people are not going to make it. I mean, people die on a daily basis, okay? People are born on a daily basis. But how many people knows about God? Not very many. Maybe it's your turn to discuss that to them, save them. They still have a chance. That's your choice, not mine. But you need to begin that before it's too late. I'm gonna stop right there.